Okay, if someone in the CRM office was your emergency contact, who would it be?
Janelle.
And then who would it not be?
It definitely would not be Bethany or my husband.
All right, if you had anyone at CRM as your emergency contact, who would it be?
I would say Janelle.
And then who would you not have as your contact?
Katie. Sorry, Katie.
All right, if someone at CRM was to be your emergency contact, who would it be?
Emergency. So in an emergency, it's got to be Caitlin. She's next door and she's my daughter.
And who would it not be?
Not me. Probably Bella. She probably would be happy to see me go because she'd get the whole bed to herself.
All right, if someone in the CRM office were your emergency contact, who would it be?
Bethany.
And then who would it not be?
Katie.
All right, Sarah, if you were to have someone as your emergency contact at CRM, who would it be?
It'd be Bethan because she would obsessively panic until she made sure that I was okay.
Is there anyone who you would like have last as your emergency contact?
Katie.
Okay, if someone at CRM were to be your emergency contact, who would it be?
Katie.
Who would it not be?
Chris.
All right, Chelsea, if you were to make someone at CRM your emergency contact, who would it be?
It is a toss-up between Julie and Brittany.
And then who would you not pick?
I would not pick Audra.
All right, if you were to put someone at CRM as your emergency contact, who would it be?
Definitely Brittany. She's very reliable and a good friend of mine.
Good. Who would you not put as your emergency contact?
I definitely wouldn't pick Bella because she doesn't have hands.
All right, if you had someone at CRM as your emergency contact, who would it be?
Chelsea.
Who would be the last person as your emergency contact?
Austin.
All right, Emily, if you were to pick someone from CRM as your emergency contact, who would it be?
It would be Chelsea because I call her a million times anyway, so it goes.
Who would you not pick?
I would not pick Chris Molinex because he has too much on his plate and I don't think he'd make time for me.
Okay, if you had someone in the CRM office as your emergency contact, who would it be?
Definitely Julie. Probably have already called her an emergency before, so I know she'll answer my call.
Who would you not call?
This is too hard. So probably just Bella because she doesn't have a phone. But I feel like if she did, she probably would answer me. But I feel like I would probably call most people in our office.
All right, if someone at the CRM office were to be your emergency contact, who would it be?
Emergency contact would be Julie.
And then who would it not be?
That would probably be Audra or Chelsea.